All right, jumping into Final Fantasy 12. So we actually last left off escaping the Dreadnought Leviathan, which went pretty well. I feel like it went pretty well. Now we're just looking for, you know, talking. We need to talk to the Ondor, Marquis Ondor. I botched this intro, but I'm taking it. I'm actually going to hold off here. So what I'm thinking about doing is I think we start getting crazy. And by that I mean I think we start doing side quests. So I think our main party is going to be Bosch, Ash, and Penelo. And then our side party is going to be Vaughn, Balthier, and Fran. So what I think we do here is I think we start doing side quests. So we're actually going to head back to Rabanastre. I think that's the way to go. We can go by Leisurecraft. I think that's fine. So we've got some hunts to do, things like that. Everything side quest wise, we'll use Vaughn, Balthier, and Fran because I feel like they belong in a party together. And then Bosch, Ash, and Penelo will be another party for like the main quest stuff. I really want to utilize the multiple parties better. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to welcome you aboard on behalf of the Evil East Company. Your captain for our voyage is Mr. Urbna, with Mr. Ardeen, his first officer. I am Chief Steward Chazelle. We have cabins available should you wish to retire for the remainder of your journey, and please let me know if I may be of any assistance. Kupo, oh miss, I've shopped, taken in the sky, and now I'd like to rest in a cabin, Kupo. I'm not having any luck finding one though. Where are they? You mean to rest until we arrive? The cabins are right this way, through the Sky Saloon. Give your name to the Chief Steward and she'll have a room prepared for you. Ah, we never looked in there, Kupo. We thought they might be up on the deck. Thanks for your help. Please feel free to use one of our cabins should you wish to retire until our arrival. Give your name to the Chief Steward and she'll have a room prepared for you. You'll find this way in the Sky Saloon. My brother's off keeping the peace in Dalmasca. Mom, Dad, and me are going to visit him. Yeah, I'm sure he's keeping the peace. I bought my parents a trip to Rabanastre. I'm hoping to do some shopping, find some things you just can't get back home in Arcades. It's interesting because we departed from Bujerba, but I guess, you know, you could have like a connecting flight. I just feel like they wouldn't have it being from Arcadia. I feel like they'd have like priority like flights directly to their destinations. We have a wide selection of goods for the traveling adventurer. Take a look around. Honestly, nothing really. Standing here, I feel no less than the captain himself. Someday, my shop in Arcades does well, but not well enough to afford a ship. Still, even being able to travel by airship is a luxury. I could only dream of when I lived in Rabanastre. I was enjoying a spot of juice over in the saloon, and the barman was telling me all sorts of things. Did you know he used to be a sky pirate? Can you imagine? Care to purchase something to remember your voyage by? Ooh. I'll take some Gishel greens. %. You also can get like a special bow. It's a really convoluted process, but it's like the strongest weapon in the game. It's in an invisible treasure chest. So it's kind of cool, but we're not going to look at doing that because that would be way OP. I don't even think you need a license for it either, because it's like off. It's like a weapon that you're not supposed to get. I'm not here to enjoy the wind against my face or any such mean pleasure in which these others bask. No, I am here to search the sky. They're out there, yes. Out there at the edge of vision, waiting, watching. Had I the funds, I would buy an airship for their study. Who though, Courier or something? Who you looking for? That little girl just over there has been staring up at the sky for some time. Not doing anything dangerous, mind you, but something's not right. We heard it would be hot in Dalmasca, so we dressed the part. A little chilly out on deck, though. You have troubles, friends? I went to Arcades chasing dreams, but all I found was trouble. Finally weren't nothing left but to run away. Out here, though, fresh air in my lungs, sky above my head, my troubles don't seem so bad. Look how high we are. I can see forever. But what if I fell? Hey, no pushing. Yeah, it's fun to fly leisure, but honestly, it's not super important. I could have arguably done a teleport zone, and that would have been infinitely better, but yeah, it's fine. I don't know. I kind of want the journey to be fun, you know, and that's what I'm going for right now. I'll finish my drink alone, thank you. Interest you in a frothy mug of scuttlebutt? A Rabanastre, my good man. One Rabanastre coming up. Last time I was in Rabanastre, let's see. Right after Princess Ashe was born, must have been. 9th in the Dalmascan line, and the first girl. The people were overjoyed that they were. The city bustled with life. Rabanastre's fallen on hard times, but she'll get back that old magic of hers. Just you watch. Not too quick, are you, boy? You wouldn't know a joke if it bit you on the tail. You from Rabanastre? Same here. Work keeps me away more than I'd like. I was away during the war, too. Heard a friend of mine got driven out of the city. Plan on paying him a visit soon. What is it you want? We're in the middle of a personal and rather important conversation. Get lost, why don't you? Rand, he's a passenger. Mind your tongue. So this is a side quest. I apologize for my companion's behavior. We have cabins available if you'd like to rest until we make port. Would you like me to show you to a cabin? Who's this Rand? No one. Truly. Just a gentleman, and I use the term loosely, who does not know when enough is enough. Enough is enough? Ha! Will you listen to her? And I tell you, you defy all reason. What sane woman would decline a proposal of marriage from a man of my birth, stature, incomes, and obvious charms? Me on the dating apps? That's terrible. Can your mother really mean all that to you? I've told you 1,000 times, you must forget those people back in old Arcades. Forget my own mother? The mother who raised my sister single-handedly after my father died in the war? I would never marry a person like you. How many times must I tell you? You seem to share your sister's dislike of the noble house Lorchelle. But what grudge could you possibly harbor against us? You and your brothers are among the most vulgar men I've ever met. And I've known many vulgars. Using your father to find out where we work? Speaking of work, I better get back to it. If you would kindly take your leave, I have a proper passenger to attend to. Yes, your passengers. An idea comes to mind. Might I interest you in a game of sorts? What manner of game? Last year, for your mother's name day, you and your sisters each sent her a gift you'd found along the routes you work, yes? What of it? This year, I propose that you each gather a flower for your mother, and that this boy here informs each of your sisters of the arrangement. If he can deliver the message to every one of them, my brothers and I will abandon all hope of marriage to you and your sisters. Absurd. You expect a perfect stranger to willingly go from airship to airship delivering this message of yours? She has a point. 6 ships, 6 sisters. Quite a lot of work for someone we don't even know. Better to forget the whole business and me. I'll begin making the necessary preparations for our wedding. Yeah. I love giving people fetch quests, and when they tell me no, I say, well, guess we're married then. I'm sorry you've gotten involved in this, sir. If you do see my sisters on the other airships, perhaps you could show them a letter for me? They're chief stewards, like myself. I can't remember the last time I had more fun. Already visions of you and your sisters joining the noble house Lorchelle fill my mind. Don't worry about me, sir. My sisters and I are up to the challenge presented by the notorious brothers of House Lorchelle. Well, he's distracted me from my duties long enough, I should say. Where were we? Ah, yes. Would you like me to show you to a cabin? Yes, please. Let's see. Vaughn, was it? You'll be staying in cabin A81. Hope you've enjoyed your journey. Exciting. We got the opposite of a matchmaking mission. You wish to ride the airships in safety and comfort, do you not? The Dawson here can be most helpful in that regard. What a Bougerbins. I mean, that's fair. Here we are. Back in Dalmasca. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to go over some hunts. Specifically Flowering Cactoid. So I'll be able to post for the hunting of Flowering Cactoid, Dontro, and the Estersand. Let's go. I want to say we need to head this way, right? Because we're on the... yeah. We're in the West Gate. So I gotta think about a few things here. Like, what are my gambits? We can do a shield. That probably is prudent. Increase HP. I truly do believe, like, we are just going to be way strong. I have no worries about the future, to be honest. Especially with the HP. I don't know. I know I said this was my party that's going to be kind of the side quest party. And I meant that. That is true. That is real. That's going to happen. But I kind of think they're really kind of strong. Like, they might be too strong. Is what I'm saying, I guess. I don't know. I'm kind of worried. We could be too strong and kill everything. So let's actually head to get weapons. I want to say weapons might have changed between all the shops with the progress we've made, but if not, then we can always go to different areas to get different weapons. It's really silly, but Bougerbo would probably be the best place, as we've already left there. You know, great timing, great ideas. Although we might be low on money. I think we might have spent a lot. Let's find out. Oh no, it's all there. Cool. We'll leave it for now. In the market for a weapon, look no further. Whether novice or knight, Amal knows just what you need, even if you don't. Well, that's nice. I would like to talk to Miguel here, see if he's here. Ah, Pinello, you're all right. Those sky pirates got you tangled up in some nasty business. What? Don't tell me you're off running about with those sky pirates too, Vaughn. I can understand, but... Sky Pirates too. Vaughn, I can understand, but you, Pinello? I see. I suppose I have been a bit overprotective of you. It's time you made your own decisions, your own mistakes. Do as you feel you must. Whatever trouble you might get yourselves into will only make you stronger, I'm sure. Yes, yes. When you want to come back, you've only... No, you go about your adventures until you decide for yourselves it's time. And until then, don't worry yourselves about the shop or any of your friends. Just leave all that to Miguello. You hear? Now that that's decided, we should get down to business. If you'll be traveling, you'll be needing sundries, yes? What sundries we have. Keeping busy, are you, Vaughn? You needn't worry yourself about the store. I won't be closing just because you aren't around. No, there are plenty of other hard-working youths to pick up your slack. Off with you now. We'll be here when you get back. Cool. That's always a good scene to see. Kind of fun. I know we're not getting all the scenes. We haven't even gone towards the hunt club or anything. That commotion with the thieves in the palace on the night of the Ward Consul's fete shook people up a fair bit. All's well now, though. The watch did for them, sure enough. Yeah, we're gonna have to touch this. Because Vaughn got like 500 more HP, which is, you know, good amount. Good amount, we definitely want to heal. I think we still have constraints. Like, we can't reach the Feywood or anything. Nice. Question is, do you think we can take out the T-Rex? I think we can. Yeah, and how we've got this all set up right now makes a lot of sense. Once we get to the point where we oh wow, Saurian is still high level. I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of nervous. I don't know if we can do it. You know what? We should try. We have to try. Fran has 400 HP. You ready for this to go terribly? Let's actually fix that. It's bad enough where I'm like, we can't really, like, we can't. There's no way, right? Gosh, do I even have anything that really makes sense? Like, where does it make sense to go? Probably, I mean, it's got to be here, right? By definition and by law, it must be here. It's so weird because there's so much stuff sprinkled here that we don't care about that we are getting, right? It's like, I mean, we got this, but like, it's fine, I guess. You ready for this? Got a high potion. Exciting.
Got a surprise for you.
Oh, I'm ready. I have no belief we win this. I think we die, but we gotta go for it. Please.
Some of this.
It's so great because we haven't even used Franz yet, right? Like she's got a full guaranteed gauge and we haven't even had to use it. Please. Oh, well, there he is. I'm nervous, but I think we got this. No! I tried so hard. I don't know if we got this. Oh, we did. We got a tanned hide and a bunch of experience. We got 900, which is, yeah, a good amount. That was great, dude. Good for us. And now we have, I mean, what does our clan primary even look like? Wild Saurians there. Once lords of the land, together with the other Wormkin, a war with the gods dwindled their numbers to a mere fraction of their former glory. This great creature possesses sharp teeth in its sizable maw, by which it catches and rends the flesh of its prey, and a grand tail, the latter being used for balance as it strides upon two powerfully appointed hind legs. Look at him. He's looking at you. You don't like that, do you? No. Cockatrice. Lo the mighty cockatrice, proud feathered sphere, known as much for its ill humor as its dire rotundity. The great naturalist Merlot once remarked, "Live they in the sands and other arid climes, whereabouts they moveth in a rolling fashion, most peculiar. Subsist they principally on small creatures and vermin, for the incapacitation of which they disgorge a sticky saliva, thence devouring captured morsels only when appetite moves them. Swollen sacs containing airs are found under the surface of the skin, and when inflated, these lifting the creature upon draughts unseen, whence to espy suitable prey." And you can learn about the Dalmasca Estersand, one of the vast deserts of the Dalmascan region, situated to the west of Rabanastre. Few roads pass through this waste, and as such it is little frequented by merchants. In Dalmasca Estersand, the sandstorms are more greatly feared than the beasts, so much so, in fact, that whole societies of natural philosophers in Rabanastre devote themselves to their study. And XII. Deceptively joyful colorations adorn this carnivorous Ichthian of vicious temperament. Of its armaments, the naturalist Merlot has called it a beast most fierce, it having a lower mandible which jutteth out like a war spear, this being used to rend and tear the flesh of its prey, and a voracious appetite quite exceeding its diminutive size. Dude, I don't know how to read anymore. That's what I've learned today. I can't read. When feeding in shoals, they are known to devour large creatures such as the wild saurian in the blink of an eye. Wait, what? Like the one I just killed. That's impossible. This is just a nameless outpost on the road between Rabanastre and Nalbina. Whichever you're headed for, you've got far to go, my boy. Or you've not got far. You hear about the bill I posted. That's the first good news I've had all day. So you'll hunt this flowering cactoid for me? Absolutely. That's what I wanted to hear. So let's tell you what you need to know. You probably saw some creatures that look like cactuses on your way here from Rabanastre. Speak of the devil. You've seen them before, right? Mostly they keep to themselves. Mostly. But every now and then, a different sort of cactoid comes along. Has a flower on its head. They're the troublemakers. Smarter than your average cactoid, and they have a taste for blood. Can't count how many times they've attacked the outpost, but they don't dare attack while I'm on watch. They tried that once, learned their lesson. Look, there it is now. The flowering cactoid's the one up front. Look at it there, mocking us. They did a number on this poor Sikh's belongings too. Needles everywhere. I'd hunt it down myself, but I'm stuck here on watch. I asked a passing merchant to submit the bill for me, and that's where you come into the story. The flowering cactoid's been lurking out in the Yardang Labyrinth. Do us all a favor and hunt it down for me. So I'm a little bit torn, but I think I might get a little bit OP here. Oh, and when you kill it, don't forget to take the flower. The apothecaries can make a potent salve from its petals. So I need to figure out what everyone has. So what I'm thinking is I love doing these games where you get overpowered and you get really strong and you know, another synonym, and you just crush everything. So I want to keep the main party really low, like Bosch, Ash, and Pinel, and they'll be my story party. But Vaughn, Balthier, and Fran will just pop off. I think that makes sense to me. Hey, look. I wonder if we can get the rare game here. I'm always looking, right? Like, there's some rare game here that can appear, which is kind of cool. And I believe we are in the Yardang Labyrinth right now. Yeah, we're literally here. Okay, let's change gambits. We were just on the steel because, or the fight because of the Wild Saurian, but we don't need to be. I know Fran's just sitting here like, do I really gotta do all the work? And my answer is, yes, you do. Friend, how you doing, buddy? Stole a cactus fruit. I will say this, we're supposed to do this hunt much earlier, so we could do this forever. We could be here all day and we're fine. This is kind of a fun thing. So it does run away, which is kind of exciting. Oh, and it also has 1,000 needles, which is always like an instant kill, except when you're, you know, me right now. I'm just too strong because we were supposed to do this fight a long time ago. I wonder, can we actually poach? No. I obtained a cactus flower, and the flowering cactoid has been vanquished. We'll get all that heal. I forget. I think you have to clear the whole... Oh, no, there it is. That's the rare game I was looking for. Hey, buddy. Come on. Don't you do this to me. Oh, no. Hey, we got a Cowlet hat. What does that do? Wow. That's actually kind of saucy. Mystic Armor 3, who does that? Who's got the Mystic Armor? It's got to be Pinello, right? Like, Pinello's got to be the one with the sauce. Oh yeah, I mean, quite literally right there. The sauce, I see it. What does she have for weapons? Rods? That's exciting. And then, yeah, Callahat's just an upgrade. How fun. Yeah, if we check it out here, Clan Primer, Bestiary, Ripe Rampager. Mandragora adapted over many generations to life in the harsh desert. This strain is yet unrecorded in the camp annals. It is hunted in the Dalmasca Estersand. Yeah, you also see that everything has a rarity next to it. I want to say, or the rare game does, I should say. I feel like... Oh, I forgot I did beat Begamnon, didn't I? And what does his say? Being a Bonga headhunter intent on capturing the Sky Pirate Balthier, vicious and cruel, he will do anything to claim a bounty, not hesitating for a moment to dirty his own hands. Though Begamnon is guilty of more than enough to deserve a price on his own head, his unofficial role as Judge Gabrant's dark hand ensures his good name with the law. His 3 henchmen are, if anything, crueler and more lacking in mores than he, were that possible. Begamnon's henchmen. Big, strong, and never pushed aside until he squeezed the last scream out of a captive, is Gijuk. No less despicable is the shady Bloggy, a relentless and sadistic hunter of men. Lastly, Renault gives a female touch to Begamnon's motley crew, yet if one were expecting to find a kind and gentle nature here, one would be sorely, nay, agonizingly disappointed. I think I was supposed to kill his henchmen first, because I think they get their own entries if I do that. I think. I didn't do that. I did a quickening and thought I'd kill them all, and then I accidentally just killed Begamnon, which was kind of a bummer. Not gonna lie, kind of sad. That's a cactus flower. Wish I could have been there when you put that overgrown cactus in its place. Here's your bounty. No, it's not much, but it's the best I could do. Thanks for your help. Think I can ask you to do one last thing for me? That cactus flower. Would you take that to my wife for me? She's in the village north of here. She's been tending to a sick traveler found near the village, and I think she might be able to prepare some medicine from that flower. The village is on the south bank of the Nebra. Oh, and tell them to send someone to relieve me while you're there. Let's do it. Call us Side Quest Sams. That was a great drop from that Mandragora. I love that. After defeating the Wild Saurian, Begamnon, the Cactoid, the Mandragora, we gotta try to take on an Elemental next, right? Elementals are in a league of their own. You can one-shot an Elemental with a Quickening for sure, if your Quickening is very, very good. I think, like, I would say, I mean, I might be crazy saying this. Maybe you want like 10 to 20 hits on your Quickening, I think, to really kill an Elemental in one shot. And if you don't do that, they will kill you. Elementals are frighteningly powerful. If I figured out how to do it, which I think I could work on it, it would be kind of fun to do NPC battles in this game. So Fallout has a whole thing where you can edit the game pretty easily. It's super easy to edit the game for Fallout because Bethesda releases a whole modding toolkit. It's really nice of them. They're great about that. Having a game without bugs, not so much, but they definitely give you the tools to make things, which is always really, really good. But a part of that is there's YouTube channels that do like NPC battles, right? And I think there's one for Tactics as well, because there's like a Hactics Discord, which you can definitely recommend joining. It's great for modifying Final Fantasy Tactics games. But it would be interesting to do something like in this game where you have two enemies fight each other and kind of see like who comes out on top. To be completely honest with you, I haven't looked for that. It just kind of popped into my head. So I'm sorry if that is already real. Like, some dude's gonna comment and be like, you literally described my channel. Final Fantasy enemies fighting each other, figuring out who's strongest. And I was like, oh yeah, my bad. But yeah, that'd be kind of fun, right? It'd be a great time. I'm gonna see if there's a neck bit here, just because I want to fight him. Oh, there is. Yeah, Neckbit was able to kill us previously. Not this time. It's too much. Neckbit just isn't strong enough to do the damage that's needed. If we really come out, like, swinging. Which we will if we get low enough. Cast Silence on him. That's not going to matter at all. I like how I'm like, if we really come out swinging, and then Balthier is actually only equipped to steal. Purify? We'll take a quickening then, if you want to be like that.
Got a surprise for you.
Nice. Give him the old surprise. I mean, surely he's already dead.
I never miss.
I mean, the thing is, Neckbit isn't that strong for our current level. I think Neckbit is meant to be like a Barheim Passage thing, where you come out, you fight it, and you're like, oh, I'm kind of strong. And the game's really good about doing that, honestly. Like, I really like how they set up some powerful enemies, where you come out and you could definitely face it. Wild Saurian's another one, where you could face that at any time in the Estersand if you want to, you know, prove your stones, so to speak. Neckbit's here in the Estersand. You have Bagamnon in Bujerba. You're supposed to run away. You can fight him. Like, the game offers you so many opportunities to push beyond what you're supposed to be doing at the time, which I really enjoy. Yeah, and I will say, that won't stop. This game is really good about... I mean, I'm sorry to gush about the game, but I love this game. This game is really good about offering up a bunch of opportunity to go beyond where you're supposed to be. That's the one thing in 10 that's kind of disappointing. You can't... I would argue... There's no really, like, getting ahead in Final Fantasy X. It is very sequential. It is very much like, no, you're here because you're here, and that's the story, and you will deal with it. And that's just, you know, that lasts forever. But I want to say in this game, you can kind of go off the beaten path. You can definitely go to places early. I don't want to spoil it. Is it a spoiler? I don't even know. So, I'll say it. If you don't want to hear the spoiler, skip the next 15 seconds. So, example, you can enter Nabudis, the Necro Hall of Nabudis, very early, and you can die. And that's a really good example of where you can enter and just, you know, like, you kind of chill, right? You kind of chill, do your thing, and you shouldn't be there. You can die, but, you know, you can be there. But yeah, that's actually one of my favorite things to do. I entered that area early, and I'm just like OP because of how I play this game. It's kind of like when I was a kid, like how I would play this game is I would make a save where just before getting Pinello in the Giza Plains, right, where we got the Sunstone and all that, just before that, and I would just chill and just level up, like while listening to a radio, basically like a podcast. It was a radio show, but it was, you know, yeah, what we old people called, you know, podcasts of the past were just with the radio. But yeah, I'd listen to the radio, right? And it'd be like a 4-hour show, and I would just fight enemies, like as Vaughn, and level up over and over and over, defeat elementals. I'd be like level 50, 60, 70. The goal would be to hit like the highest level I could. Oh, we got a pointy hat. That's kind of cool. But it would be just at higher and higher levels, because it was fun. Yeah. So it was kind of something to put on in the background and do in the background while listening to like my favorite show. And I would have that save file, right? That was right before Pinello. And I would just, if I ever want to start a new game, I wouldn't start a new game. I'd start from that save file. So every single time I start, I'd be like level 50 or 60. And I would just like start and be like OP. But yeah, that's my story. Yeah, it's really fun. I really like playing that way. I think there's a charm to it, you know, like the Iron Man, the grinding. I'm a huge fan of all that stuff. So I think that's where it probably comes from, or where it began. Good day to you, traveler. We've little to offer aside from the river herself. You're welcome to rest along her banks as you like. So, nice. My husband's been gone to the North Bank for 3 days. I've not heard word from him. Would it kill him to send a message? Our village straddles the river Nebra. We offer desert travelers passage across, for but a small fee. The ferry is crossed to the north shore. I worry it is too long gone, but there's little for us to do but wait. Errol and Nathal couldn't be truer friends. That wolf is like a brother to him. They run around playing from dawn to dusk. Shh, quiet. We've a sick traveler sleeping just inside. Collapsed not far from the village. I worry it may already be too late. Dontra bade you bring this cactus flower? This should help, yes. Thank you. Take this for your trouble. Keep your voice low, please. Our guest is still sleeping inside. The cactus flower you brought should help with the fever, but not the pain. If I had some semclem shells, I could make something to ease the pain. Do you think I could ask you to bring me some? Semclems live in the shallows along the banks of the river. The more you can bring me, the better. Yeah. Is it money or is it a shell? It's a shell. The Nebra is one of the greatest rivers in Dalmasca. She carries strange gifts for those with eyes to look. Discarded trinkets, lost coin purses, even messages in bottles have I found on my daily walks of her banks. Another shell? Man, what a riveting experience. Let's go out and let's go to the other area. I think we might find some more shells out here. I gotta really look. How far out does it go? About that far out? Got it. I'm sorry, sir, but I need to finish my entry into the bestiary. And I need that shell. Were there any I missed? I want to say no, but let's take another glance. Let's peruse, if you will. I would say also, not, you know, to fanboy even more, but what a great setting for a Final Fantasy game. I love the desert climate, you know, just it feels so open, it feels so alive. I don't know if that's enough, but I think it is. You brought the semclem shells. Yes, this should do nicely. Unfortunately, our guest's wounds continue to bleed. Neberlium can stanch the wound, but we seem to be out. I think Dontra took some with him when he left for the outpost. Would you mind bringing some back to the village? Okay, I suppose. We'll go all the way to Dontro. Also, this is actually a good example of something. If you ever want to do things quicker, you can always just use, like, the teleport crystal here. So we could teleport somewhere else. Like, we could go to, Dalmasca Estersand. Oh, wait, no. You can go to Rabanastre, or Nalbina. Nalbina is probably the closest. I'm going to walk. Just because, you know, I had the power of ×4, which is, you know, I'm a cheater, but yeah, what are you gonna do? That was probably a bad reason. Oh, do we have another neck bit to fight? That would be sick. I, for one, love defeating neck bits. Fran truly is just too strong. Someone tell her to stop being so good. One thing I do got to figure out is how do you get another job in this game? I mean, I'm sure I know, just because I'm on the Fawn Coast in my other save, but I just forget. You know what I mean? Like it's been so long since I played. I don't even remember how I got that, or what I was doing there. Nice. Dude, Fran is brutal. Oh, I should probably... Nice. That'll teach him to exist. So I've got a bunch of side quests we're doing right now. I do have other things that I would qualify as side quests that we will do, but they're not really side quests. Not what the game thinks is quests. But running errands for my wife, eh? Neberleem. There should be some over by those crates. Help yourself. Really? Which crates? Oh, this one right here. Yeah, we got it. He said some. I think it's just one though. I like to be sure. I don't want to. This dude's in pain. I'm not trying to, you know, be stingy with the Neberleem or whatever it was called. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to be helpful. Are you gonna appear, my rare game friend? No? Okay. Oh, it's a Bonga Hunter. Oh, we can actually do something crazy here. By crazy, I mean, like, just mean. Not really crazy. So you can... Oh, wait. Oh, I thought you could steal from him. Well, you can't kill him. I don't remember how, like, if you can make him angry at you or not. Okay, there's a way around this. Yeah, you can take out the Rabbinaster watch. There's really no reason to do it. I mean, honestly, it's just an evil thing to do. It's kind of just messed up. Honestly, there's no advantage. It's a crime. And that's all it is. But yeah, you can take out allies. That's just like the chaos move. Yeah, it's like, I mean, you don't really have to. There's really no benefit, you know. It's just you're just a monster, you know. That's all. I mean, but yeah, if you want to be a monster. That could be a challenge playthrough. Final Fantasy 12, but I have to kill everything I see. Immediately see Wild Saurian, run over. Have the what would the gambit be? Like ally any, foe any, attack. Just that. That's the whole setup. Oh, I should say, so we're getting all these all this LP and stuff. Wait a second. Wait, I'm gonna check something here. Huh? How did Ash get LP? I thought maybe it was just a North American version, or I don't remember. I thought party members outside of your party did not get LP. I could have sworn that was a thing. I thought it was experience and LP were removed from them. I guess that's not the case. So our allies are getting LP. That's crazy. I guess I never really knew because whenever I played this game, I would just max out the license board upon getting every character because I would grind so much, right? Like, it'd just be Vaughn only, and then you have like 50 million points of LP, and then it would be over because I would be able to max out everything. And the boards are all the same, right? Because the North American version, you don't really choose jobs. Which I wish you could still use a North American board in this game, but I will say this: this is better. Like the job system is so much better because that's the issue with so many Final Fantasy games that I've played. It's like they tend like you just become a duplicate of everyone else except for overdrives, right? Like very cookie cutter, and it's really nice when they offer different jobs and different different characters, so you can actually have unique plans and ideas on what's going to work best. It's just one of those things where I think it can get stale early. It can get stale really quickly, I should say. And there's just something about having those different jobs, trying to plan things out. It just makes everything more engaging. More thoughts go into it rather than just, oh, I have my, my tank, healer, DPS, like time mage. It's like, I mean, you're just everything. Like, what's the point? You have the Neberlim. Wonderful. A little of this spread over the wound should stanch the bleeding. Now to do something about the poison. Some Veil Blossom Dew would quickly neutralize it. I hate to ask for your help yet again, but do you think you could gather some for me? You should find some blooming along the cliffs in the Broken Sands. So this is the stopping point, I think. So what I mean by that is Broken Sands. We got to get across the river. I think we can use this little area potentially, but I think that's after Marquis Ondor. I want to say it is. So we're in kind of a tough spot. Alrighty. Let's just pop off. Let's come at him. Neck bit? No, not neck bit. Boo. Neck bit or riot. Oh, that's a cool little detail. You can see the smoke in the distance. I guess I'm kind of torn now. So because I was talking about how I was going to use 2 different parties and it was going to balance out the game, but I didn't realize everyone was getting LP, and that's kind of, I don't know, that's kind of annoying, just because of, it makes them better, makes them stronger. I don't know. I think it'll be fine. I think. Oh, I didn't realize we were chaining it. I should probably avoid killing anything but wolves just for fun. I mean, I already killed like 1,000 Imperials, so we don't really need to worry about getting a lot of chains yet. There is an idea I have. I do got an idea. Let me tell you, I got plenty of ideas though, so I don't know if it's gonna work out. We'll see. Yeah, I think we should head back to Ravenaster. Talk to Dontro. Even a small outpost like ours can mean the difference between life or death in the desert. We see quite an assortment of travelers through here. Keeps things interesting, at least. Not interesting enough for me to want to be here all day, though. Why hasn't the village sent out my replacement? I forget. I can't, Oh. I guess I can't tell him that there's no one at the... Oh, that's interesting. For some reason, I thought I was able to tell him, like, hey, there's no one there. Come back anytime. Sounds like a plan, man. We're doing it again. Ready for this?
Got a surprise for you.
Oh, I'm sure you do. I don't know how this is gonna work. It worked pretty well last time, but we'll see.
Please.
Fires of War. We're stronger, but like not by much. I think we got like 1 level up. So I say we're stronger, but we're pretty much the same. Pretty much exactly the same as we were before. Hey, we got Vaughn. We got something.
Got a surprise for you.
Nice. I think that's it. I think that clears.
I never miss.
Oh, well, I missed. Another Inferno or Cataclysm. Got him. I just want to unlock the full entry for him, right? Why not? Nice. Yeah, that was pretty brutal. Alright, I do want to go over this a little bit. So I'm going to increase physical attack damage, because why not be the strongest in the land? Increase it again, because again, same reason. Oh my goodness. We are just honestly popping off. Oh my goodness. Absolutely crazy. Unreal moves. Balthier will be able to take 1 billion hits of damage with 1 billion HP. Then Fran, you do not need to ribbon right now. That is not real. I think the thing is the HP boosts are insane. Like they're all in the thousands now. They're lower, they're equal or lower level than everyone else, but they're just insanely better. I mean, I could get better, of course, with using the LP, but I won't do that just yet. But we are going to end it here for now. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. When you come back, we are going to continue our side quest mayhem and side quest mania, if you will, and see where we go from there. Till next time.